Okay, so welcome to the managerial training. First, we've got to log on to the system, and that's www.pause.tigerlead.com. All right, then we enter our username and password and log in. So everything that a manager needs to do is on team management. So first, we've got to add all of your users, right, your agents and LOs. So you go to add edit users, and then add new user. So you want to enter all of this information. It'll auto-populate the username for you. It's just going to be their first dot last name. Do not want to click licensee access or export to Excel. They should not have those rights. And this is just for managers here. So their role, all leads, and then down here it's important that you click all of these checkboxes, even text notifications. Click that one too. And then enter their signature, something like first, last name, phone number, company, title, maybe the NMLS number for the LOs, and you hit save. So after that point, the agent then gets an email that will allow them to log on the system with their information, okay? So that's how we've added all of the users, right? So then next what we want to do is go to lead distribution because we've got to set up the round robin. So let me show you what yours looks like first. So go back to lead distribution. It's going to be blank. So keep in mind that you want to first add a realtor. So when you're doing this for the principal brokers or on the real estate side, you add one of the realtors here. Check next buyer lead for the first one. This is the only time you'll have to check this box. And then hit save. Okay. Now you'll see that just popped up here, and we've got the next buyer lead noted right there. Same exact thing on the loan officer side. You go to add slot, add the loan officer in here, and select a rank. Now, here's something that's very, very important about this round robin. For the matchups, your rank has to match up for the loan officer. It's got to show that same rank for their realtor partner here in this round robin, or vice versa. And then next in queue will only have to be used once to make sure that this little ball here shows up for that person. And then you hit save. Okay. So now you can see that we've put that person in there, and these ranks will notice that they don't match up right now, right? But we need them to. So you can go here to edit a user that's already in the round robin. Move that to 20, save. Now we've got our ranks equal. So you've got Roland partnered up with Denise here, iMove partnered up with Denise at the bottom. Now this is very important. The numbers have to match up. If they don't, what happens is the rotation gets out of whack, and you'll have realtors that are partnered up with the wrong loan officers and vice versa, okay? So I'll show you what it looks like with a big round robin here. We go to lead distribution again. So you see all of these agents. Notice that Jen Cook, this 360 is matched up there. This agent's loan officer is 400. They're matched up there. And we can see that Chris Marek here is set up to see the next set up for the next buyer lead because that's highlighted. And also his loan officer, also at 550 here, is set up for the next lead. So those all have to match up. Very, very important that happens. Okay, so now this is the third and final thing. This is the performance or the accountability standpoint. Notice that we can do month to month or week to date. I like week to date better because it gives you a much better perception of their progress or lack of. Okay, so we've got all of our team members. You've got numbers of leads they've gotten, percentage of the leads that they've called or not called here. Their average response time, so we've got 7 minutes here, which is very good, 3 minutes, which is very good. So you can check all of this stuff out. You've also got these graphs that shows each agent's progress on a bar graph or line graph. So that's kind of nice too. You also have the ability to check an individual agent too. So we can go down to Bob C here. We can see the number of leads he's called for each week period. And we can also see his overall performance too. So it looks like on the 13th, Bob started to kind of decline in his performance. So at that point, you probably want to, sit down with him or set up a phone call to try and get them to, try and help them with their performance and see if we can get that up at all. Now, let's say that we've got a lead or I'm sorry, not a lead, but an agent or a loan officer that's going on vacation and they can't take leads anymore. Or maybe their performance has really dropped off and you're putting them on probation and so they need to stop receiving leads. So we go back to the lead distribution or round robin. To do that, all we do is we remove that agent. Now, remember what I said earlier about the round robin. Everything has to match in terms of the realtor and loan officer pairings. So anytime you remove a realtor or a loan officer, you also have to do the same thing to the other round robin. So if we remove Jen Cook here at 360, we've also got to remove Josh Hitzman at 360. Otherwise, we've got an unequal or uneven number of people in the round robin, and it will get all out of whack. So keep that in mind. That's the managerial training there. Call me if you have any questions, 503-860-2477, or email scottbisson@imovegroup.com. Thanks so much, guys.